What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, the Los Angeles Clippers are pretty much what we expected them to be this season, and that is a team that looks extremely old. This is a team that maybe 4 years ago would have made some noise. Maybe. And even then, that's wishful thinking considering how much of a playoff choke artist James Harden and, let's be honest, Chris Paul is. Chris Paul always chokes up, man, whether it's a inconvenient injury or he fades in his level of play, whatever the case may be. Kawhi, of course, won a championship with the Toronto Raptors, and he won a championship with the San Antonio Spurs back in the day. But the problem with Kawhi Leonard now is that when he's on the court, he still can be a very effective player. The issue is him staying on the court. So Kawhi Leonard is going to miss the next few games with an apparent ankle injury. Kawhi Leonard takes longer to heal from injuries that a prime athlete is supposed to be able to heal from within really a couple of days. A sprain. I mean, is it severely sprained? Like, is his foot twisted on the side? Or I'm just, the reason why I'm so flummoxed about this is, I mean, I know people who are in their 50s and 60s that have sprained their ankles and have come back to work far quicker than 2.5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. They're not playing athletics at a peak level and all of these bullshit arguments, but they're also not getting paid $30-40 million a year to do it. But then again, they have to do it because A, the company only gives them a certain amount of sick days a year, and B, they have bills to pay, which they can't just sit back and rely on, $15 million in the bank to pay their bills until they're ready to come back, on their own. So look, man, is it that a payment got missed from Steve Balmer? Did a quote unquote endorsement payment not clear? And so Kawhi's sitting right now on this quote unquote ankle injury. Ankle injury. It's a sprain. A sprain, man. I think the reason why, it really bothers me and others about these injuries is because I keep hearing in the media, I keep hearing these guys compare Kawhi Leonard to a Michael Jordan, to a Kobe Bryant, to some of these other legends. Like, I remember hearing someone saying that Kawhi Leonard was better than Larry Bird, right? Kawhi Leonard is top 20, which is asinine. It's absolutely asinine to say something like that. He doesn't even have an MVP award, right? I'm not saying everybody in the top 20 does, but at least they have a body of work. This guy can't even stay on the court. So he misses his 392nd career game and counting. So the countdown to 400 begins in earnest. And he's probably going to reach that and exceed it this year. Now, he might try for a goal, as he normally will, as most athletes will. They're going to try to miss a game here or there and reach that 65 game plateau so that they stay eligible for all NBA awards. They stay eligible for, you know, all NBA, this team or that team. And then sometimes, their contracts will have hidden incentives where if they reach 65 games, they get extra money. But you better believe, if that's the case, he's just going to hit that 65 games. He's not going to try to hit any more than that, because that's what these dudes do. They're scammers. And I'm not saying it's just Kawhi, but Kawhi is the biggest perpetrator of this shit. He's the biggest perpetrator. Now, Anthony Davis, to me, I don't get the impression with Anthony Davis. He does go into theatrics too much when he gets hurt, right? To the point where you think he broke a bone, right? But I don't get the impression that he's scamming. I just think he's brittle as hell. Because prior to becoming a Laker, Anthony Davis never pulled this. But Kawhi been pulling this since San Antonio. We didn't believe it at the time. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. We shouldn't have, because Greg Popovich is a class act. The Spurs organization is a class act, and we should have believed them then. But now the Los Angeles Clippers are a cluster fuck. And, it's just sad, man. These guys don't care about the game. Like what Michael Jordan said, when in one ear and out the other, these guys don't care about any of that. They don't care about the fans, man. They don't care. They don't care about, the same things I used to hear Michael and Kobe say. It could be some kid up there that it's the one and only chance of watching me. And if I want to do everything I can to go out there and perform and put on a show because we're entertainers. They don't care about that. They don't care about professionalism. The same thing applies to singers and dancers. You think James Brown always felt good? Even though, he said, I feel good. You think he always felt good? You don't think this time James Brown was hurting? James Brown, especially in his later years? Why do you think they call him the hardest working man in show business? He always went out there and performed, no matter how he felt. Because they all had that same feeling, that same obligation, I should say. They all had that same obligation. First of all, they were appreciative of the opportunity that they got. They knew that the fans and circumstances helped to put them there. They knew that the gift that they had was given from above. If you don't even believe in God, it's given by nature. You help to cultivate it, but it was given to you by a higher power. And you have a commitment and an obligation as a professional to do everything you can to go out there and perform. And that part right there is lost on this generation. They don't give a shit. It's all about putting in as least amount of effort as possible and getting back as much as possible. And that's why I will never put them on the same level as the players of the past. Never. They don't deserve it.